Okay, it's time to summarize what we have studied today. As a way of summarizing what we have said, we can point to a general consensus that strategy instruction can help learners in four major ways. It can help learners to become more aware of the strategies which they already use, apply task-specific strategies to overcome nervousness, monitor the strategies they already use, and create new strategies. Despite the advantages of strategy instruction that we have explored above, there has been a fair amount of debate if strategy instruction is really effective or not. We will review two major critiques of strategy instruction. The first critic states that instruction which attempts to teach learners certain types of strategies may simply be a waste of time. Why did Kellerman say this? Because according to Kellerman, students already know how to use strategies in their first language, so they do not have the linguistic competence to use the strategy in an effective way, or maybe they are limited at an effective level. Kellerman would explain an apparent inability to use and target the strategy in an effective manner as resulting from a lack of target language proficiency. The second critique of strategy instruction appeared in an article by Reeves Miller. Her basic argument is that insufficient research has been carried out to be able to claim that the strategy instruction is very effective. A significant number of theoretical frameworks have been developed. We will look at least two of them. The first one belongs to Campbell and Rubin, that outlined the following broad approach as a response to Reeves Miller critique. In 1996, Campbell, along with Barnhart, L. Dinery, and Robbins, developed a more elaborate version of the framework mentioned above, which is summarized as follows: prepare and present, practice, evaluate, and intend. For practicing teachers and their students, the most common exposure to strategy instruction comes through course books. Strategy instruction is now considered to be a fundamental part of EFL instruction. Strategy instruction materials exist in a variety of formats. Most materials come to the teacher in one of the following aspects: course books, specific learning and strategy instruction books, and self-directed strategy instruction materials. As we saw when we looked at the number of course book strategy instruction materials, the focus on strategy used in educational materials can be more or less explicit. When the focus is implicit, no direct mention of learning strategies is made. Metacognition is a term used to describe the processes involved when learners plan, monitor, evaluate, and make changes to their own learning behaviors. Cognitive strategies involve interacting with the material to be learned, manipulating the material mentally or physically, or applying a specific technique to a learning task. On the other hand, metacognitive strategies involve thinking about the learning process, involve both knowledge about learning and control or evaluation over learning.